Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the general monthly reading for the month of October 2018 for all of the signs. For the reading, I'll be doing a 10-card Celtic cross spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Zillich Tarot deck. And I will pull one additional oracle card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck by Denise Linn. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading with me would be to order a private reading. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video telling you how to do that. One other thing I will say, it's also a good idea to watch not just your sun sign video, but also your moon and rising signs. Sometimes, for that particular month, one video might resonate better than the others, or by listening to all three of them together, you'll really have a more complete overview of what is coming up for that month. And it's always a good time, right, at the beginning of each month for me to just say a big thank you to everybody who takes the time to watch these videos, to leave comments, to like the videos, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you very much, and I will see each of you or each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Bye for now. Hi Leo, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your October general reading. So you have, sitting at the center of your reading, Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit, and it's being crossed by the King of Cups. Okay, so beginning with the Hermit, this is, it's a card of introspection, right? It's a card, if we look, let me pull it out again. We can see that, she's sitting here on this mountainside, right, alone. And it's really about withdrawing, going within, thinking about, it can be trying to gain, clarity on a situation. It can be something, or more, I guess, a little deeper even, in that it could be, thinking about, more spiritual messages, right? The Hermit is it's that sage, it's the spiritual figure who kind of retreats from the world, goes into solitude to try to gain, deeper meaning. This can be deeper meaning about, yourself. This could be just a time of, putting things on hold, putting projects on hold, getting rid of, any type of distraction in order to really think about and meditate on, think about, or reevaluate where you're going, your current path, your goals, right? And if there's anything you need to change, but also see that the Hermit has this light that guides, in this deck it's a her, that guides her on her path. So, going within, using that kind of intuition, right, that deeper knowledge to guide you. And what helps or hinders this Hermit card is the King of Cups. So could be an actual person. When we have court cards appearing in a reading, they can be people who are playing a significant role in our lives at this time. If so, then typically this would be an older Cups or water sign individual. Even though it appears as the king here, it could be male or female. It's not gender specific in these general readings. But an older water sign, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And this individual is very loving, very compassionate, very open, receptive. He's very good at, he's kind of a peacemaker. He's in control of his emotions, and he's a very fair, very, it's kind of a balanced energy, right? The Suit of Cups itself, it deals with our emotions, our feelings, our relationships, and then it's also how our emotions, kind of push us through life, how they affect our behavior, how they affect our relationships. So, it's a very even, very balanced energy to have on top of this Hermit card. There could be You could be going within, trying to figure out a situation related to this King of Cups individual. So you might be dealing with, this could be in any area of your life. This could be, within a relationship. You might be contemplating your relationship with this King of Cups individual. And if it's not, if this is just sort of energy surrounding you or the energy that you're taking on, it could be you taking a more balanced approach, right? As you kind of retreat, put things on hold, meditate, thinking about the next steps. But you do have sitting in your foundation, right, in the deep past, new beginnings. So this is Major Arcana number 0 of the Major Arcana, the Fool. And the Fool is all about new starts, new beginnings. You can see her, she has one foot on the edge of the cliff here, and the other one is dangling off. And so it's, it's a card that really speaks of taking a leap of faith, trusting in the universe, right? Trusting that the universe has your back, knows what's best, and just stepping off out into the unknown, but with the belief that, things will work out. Everything will work out for you. So it's a very optimistic type of energy, but it's also, it's that new beginning. The Fool is kind of, it's like that in-between breath between, the last of the Major Arcanas, which is number 21, the World card, and number 1 of the Major Arcanas, which is the Magician, which is about manifestation and actually bringing those things into reality, right? This is kind of that in-between stage. So, it does sit at the foundation. There might have been a walking away from something, beginning something brand new. It might have seemed a little scary at the time, but, there was this new start. Now, in the recent past, you have the 7 of Swords. And it's interesting because, and I'll kind of show you these two cards together, because this is recent past, and what you have coming up in the near future is Major Arcana number 11, Justice. So, I feel that if there might have been a situation, right, most of you have probably already gone through this energy, as this does sit in the recent past. There could have been a situation where, somebody treated you unfairly. This card, it's usually referred to as like the Thief card, right? And you can see that in this deck, we have the birds carrying away the swords, right? This person is left with 2 swords. So, and he's looking around, very defensively. It's like, but he still has the 2 swords to defend himself here, okay? So, technically, all is not lost, but the 7 of Swords is usually it's a deceptive type of energy. So somebody could have, you could have experienced some type of deception, somebody, doing something to kind of go behind your back or act in an underhanded manner. Sometimes it has to do with careless planning, because if we think, here we have the birds, they were able to make off with 5 swords, so it kind of implies that they didn't plan well enough, they didn't think things through, they weren't able to carry off all 7 of the swords, leaving behind the 2, which the man could use to, technically go after them. So it sometimes implies, hasty actions or careless planning. The suit of swords itself is air energy, so, it's the suit of the mind, the suit of our intellect is where we come up with our ideas. It's also communication and how we communicate those ideas to other people, right? But I think the main message of the 7 of Swords, even though there might have been some type of, deception, it's about kind of letting it go, just cutting your losses, moving on, accepting or coming to accept the fact that, yes, this situation happened and it wasn't the greatest, but, all is not lost. So kind of cutting your losses and moving on. And it's interesting because that's why I showed you the 2 cards together, because what's coming up in the near future is the Justice card. And this is a very karmic card, right? The Justice card speaks of karmic justice, justice being served. So if somebody did mistreat you in the past, if there was a situation that, was not fair, you now have justice coming in. You see that she's carrying the scales of justice, holding the sword of truth. So it's all about the wrongs being righted here, you know, and so things finally going your way, the other person maybe getting, you know, what they deserve, you know, and it's karmic justice. It's very much out of your hands, and a lot of times, um, you know, things don't. There is divine timing to things. Things don't happen in our timing. You know, many times when if you are, you know, if you have gone through a Seven of Swords type of situation, you might think, well, it's not fair. You know, well, how did they get away with it, or why are they going to get away with it? You know, somebody needs to do something. Yes, they do, but it's not in the timing that we think it should happen, right? There's divine timing at play, divine orchestration. But with the Justice card coming in, there could be somebody, you know, getting what they deserve, and the scales of justice finally, you know, being tipped in your favor. This card can also speak of, you know, legal proceedings, dealing with a lawyer, dealing with the court system, things, you know, legal proceedings going in your favor, things being ruled in your favor. So there is that, you know, that message as well. Now, crowning your reading, and this does sit, you know, opposite the new beginnings of the Fool card, you have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. So this is probably, you know, the most positive card out of the deck. It's a beautiful yes card. The Sun comes in to shine its light, to enlighten you, to bring clarity. If there's something that you've been trying to figure out, especially with the Hermit at the center of the reading, the message from your higher self is, you know, you're being enlightened. There is, you know, things will start to come to light. You will start receiving the answers. Things will make sense, right? There's clarity of mind. It's also a card of good fortune. It's a card of good health. You can see that the woman, she's holding a child on the card, so there could be something to do with a child of yours. And you do have another card that does speak of kind of home, family coming up. So there could be, you know, but it's very positive. And it's also good fortune, things going in your favor, and it's followed by the Justice card. So again, if there's a legal proceedings or if things have been unfair, things are now, you know, especially more towards the middle, going through the end of the month, things are going your way, right? The wrongs are being righted here. You appear as the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is sometimes referred to as the, you know, as the Happy Home and Family card. It's a card of celebration. It can be celebrating news of an engagement. This can be celebrating a marriage. This can also, you know, symbolize marriage. So for some of you, there could be, there might be a decision involving, you know, this is what you might have been contemplating here with the Hermit card at the center of your reading. Justice as well, coming in with the Four of Wands. This could be going to the Justice of the Peace, going, you know, before a judge, getting married. For others, this could be, you know, on the flip side, this could be dealing with the court system related to a divorce, related to, you know, custody proceedings, related to your children. If it is, this is things going in your favor, right? If possibly the person you were dealing with, your ex, or if there was some type of underhanded behavior, maybe they acted unfairly, maybe they lied. Justice is being served now, so kind of specific messages coming through there. Obviously, they're not going to relate to, you know, not everybody will relate to those messages, but you know, somebody needed to hear those. Now, for others, this could be just you know, it's a very harmonious energy, this Four of Wands. It's all is right, you know, within your home, within the family. For some, this could be moving in together. If it's not actually getting married, which is, you know, a meaning for of the Four of Wands card, it could be moving in together. This could be moving house. For others, this could be buying a home, right? Moving into your own home. Just moving from one home to another. And surrounding you in your environment, you have the Two of Pentacles. And this is a card of balance. It's a card that has to do with, you know, Pentacles. It's earth energy. So it's the, you know, the tangible things here in the material realm, such as the work that we do, the money we earn. It has to do with our home, our family, our finances, financial prosperity, our resources. And the Two of Pentacles, sometimes it comes out when, you know, you're physically juggling your finances, juggling things to make ends meet, you know, not paying one bill to pay another one that's more important. It's that type of energy. It can also be when you've been juggling different areas of your life. So juggling your home with your work, you know, your family with your career. But it's also a card that speaks of adapting, right? And being able to go with the flow, being willing to kind of, to adapt to a new situation. So, and this sits in your environment. So there could be adapting to a new living arrangement. This could be even a child of yours moving out of the home at this time. There could be, you know, even a downsizing as far as your home goes. For others, this could be adapting to living with another person if you are moving in together or getting married, adapting to the new living arrangements, you know, having another person in the home if you've been single for quite a while. And then you have, as your hopes and fears, the Two of Wands. And this is a card of, it's a very, you know, powerful kind of, you're in the driver's seat, you know, this very not reliant, but, you know, it's you making the decisions now, you calling the shots, right? Wands deals with our, again, like I was talking about here with the Four of Wands, it deals with the day-to-day matters in life. So, you know, the work that we do, it's also creative projects, business ventures, and as it's fire energy, it also has to do with, you know, our own drive, determination, ambition for these things that we do, you know, for the day-to-day projects. And the Two of Wands is sometimes referred to as like the crossroads card. It's you standing at a crossroads, staring down each path, and then you making the decision. You know, you're in the driver's seat. You're making the decision about which path is the right one for you. There is no right or wrong, right? Each path definitely holds, you know, opportunities. Each path holds learning experiences. It's whichever path you believe is the right one for you, which again, going back to the Hermit, there could be some soul searching going on. Could have to do with this King of Cups. This could be you heading down a completely new path with the Fool card here at the foundation. That could be, you know, a new path. For those of you who are getting out of a marriage, this could be you starting up your life as a single person, as a divorced person, you know, starting up on your own again. For others, this could be a new beginning with another individual, getting married, right? Getting engaged, moving in together and beginning this new path down, you know, with this other person. So beginning a life as, you know, a married person or living with somebody. But it's you very much in control of your destiny, of your future, where you're heading, right? You're going down the path that you believe is the right one for you. Now you have as the outbound energy for the month, the Hangman. And this is kind of a stagnant energy, right? The Hangman along with the Hermit, these are two very, you know, slow, stagnant energies, because you can see that he is actually hanging upside down, right? He's in the tree. He's tied up. He has his arm across his eyes. His eyes are closed. So, you know, he's kind of giving in. He's surrendering to the situation, but he also understands that there's a need to surrender, right? He needs to be in this current position. He needs to be exactly where he is right now to gain this perspective, right? For this enlightenment to occur. Sometimes the Hangman, it can speak of putting projects on hold, taking a time out, needing to reflect, needing to gain a new perspective on something, right? Needing to, this could be a new change, you know, having a change in your point of view, a change in perspective, seeing things from a different point of view. This could be seeing things from somebody else's point of view, right? There might be kind of this meeting of the minds here with the, you know, possibly with this other person. And again, the relationship, the coming together, or even the, you know, the going your separate ways. There might be some need for compromise to kind of see things from the other person's point of view with this Hangman coming in. And you have as the overall energy, more water energy. Okay, so for the entire month, this was the card from the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups. And this sometimes, you know, this knight is called the knight in shining armor because he's coming in, he's bringing this, you know, chalice, it's the Holy Grail, he's bringing in this new offer of love. again, a water sign individual. You have the King of Cups over here. You have the Knight of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign individual, right? Definitely. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And, knights come in to bring offerings. They go off on quests. They come back with, with offerings. And so he turns up with this offering of love. So this could be a brand new relationship. This could be a new phase in your relationship, this new offering of love. For others, this could be, if this is more to do with career, which I'm kind of not getting. I mean, what's coming through more strongly is, the relationship, the family, the home, this possibly, either coming together or, the separation of the family, of the children, the divorce, the marriage. There's a lot of home and family type of messages here. So, I was going to say that with the Knight of Cups, it doesn't have to be relationship related, right? This can be, if this is like an offering, like a job offering coming in, it could be a job offer that makes you very happy, right? That makes you feel fulfilled, that makes you feel it really speaks to kind of your heart's desire, something that you have always wanted to do. So it's that type of, and he's a very loving, very romantic, very dreamy type of energy. So this could be, and he's definitely ruled by his heart. If there's a head or heart decision, he's very much about what his heart tells him to do. So there's that. But, again, this could be, a new relationship, a new romantic invitation, request. And he's very loving. He's very sincere. Could be, again, a commitment coming in. And so that's kind of what's, over your entire reading. Now, your oracle card that came out is Rejuvenating Rain, and it says, clear the past, heal the present. And let me find, I like to read the full description for the oracle cards, and this card says, physical and emotional healing is occurring. There's a cleansing and clearing of old emotional wounds, and even a release of past life limitations is happening. All is forgiven. Absolve yourself. Forgive others their transgressions against you. It's time to let it all go. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, in order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve and support you. It can also indicate clutter clearing. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it and allow the cleansing, metaphoric energy of the rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to go on a cleansing fast to clear out your body while old emotions and challenges are clearing out of your energy field. Use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower, swim in the sea, run in the rain. And we do have, right, this King of Cups and the Knight of Cups in your spread, right, as the overall energy and at the center of your reading. And again, the cups has to do with our emotions, our feelings. And you can see that both of them are actually in water, right? It's water energy. So there could be, for some of you, a need to cleanse. And with the Hermit here, right, this is spiritual. So there could be a spiritual cleansing, right? Using water, like it was just saying here, swimming in the sea, running in the rain, standing in a cold shower. That could be beneficial. For others, I thought it was interesting that this card says, let me go back here, about cleansing, but, letting go, releasing past life limitations, forgiving others, letting it go, right? Clearing away. And we had that when I was saying with the Seven of Swords about cutting your losses and moving on, and by cutting your losses, this might have to do with forgiving, releasing the past. And there's this very karmic energy of the Justice card coming in. So there could be, this past life, this karmic connection that You're just being asked to release it this time, right? And by releasing it, you are bringing in or giving space to or allowing room for all of these new beginnings that you have, right? And it does look positive. You have the Fool card, you have the Sun card, you have this beautiful Four of Wands, celebration, right? So there's very positive cards coming in, but there could be a need to release, right? Release, forgive other people possibly, could have to do with this Justice card, could have to do with an ex, but, releasing and moving on. So healing, right? Rejuvenating rain. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of October. Bye for now.